Hello and welcome to Lincoln Christian. We have high school basketball tonight. It's the Centennial Conference Tournament, the 2021 version. It's game number 1 for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders and the Archbishop Bergan Knights. They meet in a quarterfinal game tonight. The Crusaders, the 4th seed this year in the tournament, and Archbishop Bergan, the 5th seed. A rematch of a game back right before Christmas right here at LCS. The Crusaders trailed the Knights most of the first 3 quarters, but then blew it open in the 4th and took a 51-39 win over Archbishop Bergan. The Crusaders come in 8-4, Archbishop Bergan 9-6. Quarterfinals going on all over the place tonight, and we're going to have action for you coming up here in just a bit, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Stacy Allison, Assistant Director of Stewardship and Advancement for the Lincoln Christian School Foundation. I am so excited about our Cornerstone Challenge we have going on now through January 29th. $20, 21 days, $21,000. We're looking for people to join in giving $20 a month, and every $20 will be matched by another $20 through our generous donor, up to $21,000 that is given this month. That means we could raise $42,000 this year for the Lincoln Christian School. The Lincoln Christian School Foundation helps students with the Family Education Grant and through different things that we do with campus advancements, like the baseball field improvements, the classroom renovations, and the Shields Project we're currently raising money for. This is a great way for anyone to really be involved in something happening here at the school. When I think about Cornerstone, I think it's about community. It's about being a part of a community with other people who are giving to make an eternal impact through the work that we're doing here and investing in the lives of students and families. It's about being a part of a community of other people who say, we care about Lincoln Christian School. We care about other students and families that go to our school. I invite you to consider being a part of Cornerstone and joining us during the Cornerstone Challenge. You can go to the website and find out more information or contact me here at the school to find out more. Thank you so much, and to God be the glory.
Hey Crusader fans, I'm Gary Nunley, head basketball coach at Lincoln Christian, and I just want to thank you for supporting the Crusaders and the Crusader Sports Network. Go Crusaders!
welcome to Lincoln Christian for some good Centennial Conference Tournament basketball. We welcome the Knights from Archbishop Bergan High School to do battle with your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Please stand with me for our opening prayer. We're led by Mr. Kurt Earl, the LCS Activities Director, and then remain standing for prayer for the presentation of the National Anthem from LCS student Callie Larson.
Please pray with me. Father, we're so thankful for you and for your Son and for the sacrifice he made so that through faith alone, in him alone, we can be made right with you and look forward to an eternal life with you and be there forever with you. We thank you for the great game of basketball, for the great schools in this conference that we represent, especially this week in conference tournament. And thank you that we get the opportunity to boldly proclaim the gospel, live out our faith, and live out all things to your glory. And through the game of basketball, I pray that these young men would learn many lessons that would help them grow and be sanctified and become more like your Son. Lord, help us to be competitors, officials, fans, scorekeepers that honor you, glorify you, and exalt your name in all that we do tonight, because your name is truly the only name worth lifting up. In your Son's name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Callie Larson. Let's get to the starting lineups. First for the Knights from Archbishop Bergan High School. The number on your program is 21, but Sam Sleister is number 0, 5'10", junior. Number 15, a 6'4" junior, Gavin Lodeman. Number 22, a 6'1" sophomore, Max Nozzle. Number 33, a 6'3" senior, Shay Gossett. And number 35, a 6'1" junior, Lucas Bruce. The Knights are coached by Ryan Menard, assisted by Doug Moore, Chris Rainforth, Matt Sleister, John Faulkner, and Josh Boggs. And now for your Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Number 3, 6'7" junior, Drew Buchelman. Number 4, 6'1" junior, Dave Owen. Number 10, a 5'11" senior, Gunnar Quarry.
All right, we are ready for Centennial Conference Tournament basketball on the boys' side. Lincoln Christian and Archbishop Bergan. I'm Keith Miles, joined by Mark Powell, and we're about 48 hours late, but finally some basketball.
Yeah, glad to be here. Glad to be finally back on the court and get this conference tournament underway.
And Bergan will control the tip. That's Max Nozzle with it. The Crusaders and the Knights, as we said, they played earlier back on December 19th. Lincoln Christian with a 12-point win, although a game that was close all the way. Crusaders blew it open late, but Bergan led most of the first 3 quarters in that game.
Yeah, if I remember, Bergan got off to a really hot start.
Yep. And that is number 35. That's Pruce with it. Has to bring it back outside. Here's Logeman. He's their leading scorer. Back to Pruce. Here comes Nozzle. He is going to be shut down by Marshbanks, and then Easton gets the rebound on the missed shot by Logeman.
Good defensive stand by the Crusaders. Good man-to-man on that first possession.
Here comes Gavin McGear with it. Trying to use the screen for Marshbanks. Now gets it back over. Doric does to McGear. And Gunner, a great job to save that one from going out of bounds. Marshbanks down low. He's triple teamed and misses the shot, and the rebound to Pruce. So again, you talked about Bergan, a hot start last time. That'll be a real key tonight too. Who's going to come out of the gate firing first? There's Schleister, drives the lane, and he will have a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, good dribble or drive there, and conversion by Schleister, and first points for the evening here.
Schleister averages just under 8 points a game. He was 21, number 21 back in December. Now he's 0 this time around.
I think he may have forgot his jersey back in Fremont, Keith.
Hard to say. And Buchelman all the way, and he lays it up and in.
Yeah, nobody picked up Drew, and he just went end to end there.
So Bergan by a point. They got the ball again. Schleister, pardon me. And that's Gossett with it. Now Pruce. And Nozzle at the top of out by the circle now drives on McGear, spin, and has to give it up. And we got a student section, or an official student section for the first time in a while.
Yeah, nice addition. Finally allow the kids back in to root for their team and opening things up a little bit for us.
And there's Logeman down over in the corner. He's got to come back outside. Gossett will try it and hit it.
Good touch there by Gossett, right there on the elbow, and they take the lead again.
Buchelman drives. He'll put one up from about the same place. On the other end, he misses. Rebound finally controlled by the Knights. And number 35, that's Pruce. He drives right in and scores, and that looked pretty easy.
Yeah, a couple Crusaders late in the transition getting back.
And Buchelman for 3. He misses, but Holland with the rebound. Buchelman driving down the lane and scores. So Drew caught that pass with a head of steam and went right to the glass with it.
Looks like Drew's definitely thinking offense tonight and getting to the rim, which is good. We need him to be scoring.
And Drew has had, I think, 3 games in a row with 20 points or more. Now here comes Logeman. And a missed shot, and then the loose ball ends up in the hands of the Knights. So the Crusaders played great defense, but now they're going to give the Knights another possession. And a foul will go on the Crusaders, and that'll go on Gunner Doric. So he's got 2 fouls, the only 2 fouls of the game. And he's going to quickly take a seat on the bench. Brady McGear in, as well as Jonas Berger for LCS. And coming in for the Knights, Jarrett Boggs. And let's see, also Cade McIntyre. Logeman puts up the shot, misses, taps his own rebound out, and the Knights with a 3rd chance on this trip down. Bruce to Boggs. He's guarded by McGear. And Gavin McGear stripped that ball, and a loose ball, and finally Drew picks it up, has to stop, and tries to throw it through traffic. It's down on the floor, and the Knights end up with it, and Drew would have been better to try to bring that back outside. And then a turnover on the other end. So a lot of action here.
Yeah, a little ragged here, but they'll settle down, I think.
And I don't know, as we said, the Crusaders played from behind for 3 quarters against the Knights back in December, and I don't think they necessarily came in intending to follow that same game plan tonight. So we'll see what happens. And Sleister tripped Brady McGear, no call though, an incidental contact. And then a turnover. Got to be crisp with those passes. And Logeman takes it right in. Good move.
Yeah, really good take there on the drive.
Already 4 different players have scored for the Knights, and Gavin McGear on the board. At this rate, we may have more points than we had the first time around. It was a 51-39 game in December.
Yeah, I think it was only like 19 to 15 at half.
Right,
really?
yeah.
Somewhere around there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, let's see.
That's Boggs with it. And that's number 24, Shane Hoyle in the game. Or Shea Hoyle, pardon me. And Logeman inside. McIntyre goes up over Berger and scores. So the Knights have had the lead the whole way here. Already down to 2.5 to go. It seems like it's been a quick 5.5 minutes so far to start the game. Drew Buchelman, a long 3 off the back iron, and that's going to be a foul on McGear. Brady McGear.
Yeah, a little hustle foul, trying to grab that rebound, and kind of ran into the Knight and pushed him out of bounds.
Easton Marshbanks on the floor for the Crusaders again, as well as Isaiah Nunley for the first time. Isaiah probably didn't play in that first game. He's gotten some more playing time since Christmas for the Crusader varsity team. Bruce has to come back outside with it.
With this lineup, we should have fairly significant size advantage.
That's Hoyle with it, guarded by Brady McGear. Yeah, definitely a lot more noise in the gym than we've had for pretty much any game so far this year. And Nozzle, great move by Max Nozzle, and he hands off to McIntyre, and McIntyre finishes.
Yeah, really good pass underneath there to the open Knight, who converted easily.
Max Nozzle picks up the foul after that, a nice assist, and the Knights with their biggest lead, it's 13-8. So no matter what happens tonight, both these teams will play again tomorrow night. If you win, you're going to be in Omaha at Concordia playing in the semifinals. If you lose, you'll be in a consolation game against Boys Town. And Gavin McGear with it, goes around the screen. Good tight defense, man-to-man defense from Bergan. Oh boy, and there's a turnover. The Crusaders have been really sloppy so far in this game, and they're going to have a chance for free throws, and the foul goes on Nunley. Crusaders haven't played a game in a week and probably missed a couple of days of practice this week because of snow, but Bergan probably did too. So Buchelman will come back in the game. Nunley goes out. So Lincoln Christian's got Buchelman, Marshbanks, Berger, Brady McGear, and Gavin McGear on the floor right now. And Boggs misses both free throws. So other than the foul on Nunley, no harm on that possession for the Crusaders. Now Brady McGear launches a three. That's on the money, but a bit long. Berger fights for the rebound. And the Crusaders cannot finish. Here comes Hoyle all the way, and he misses there. Going to call that goaltending on Buchelman.
Yeah, it was. It looked like it was already on the backboard, and when he slapped it.
So Lincoln Christian playing a pretty ugly first quarter here, and they're down 7 already. Last half minute to go. See if the Crusaders can get a bucket here and try to wrest a little momentum going into the second quarter. And a foul on Marshbanks as he goes up. I think they're gonna call that a shooting foul. And that goes on Max Nozzle, and so he's got 2 fouls for the Knights. Gunnar Dorick with 2 on the other side.
It's interesting, the Knights double teamed him in the post.
And it almost looked like a triple team there. There were a lot of guys around him.
Yeah, I think they're not trying to give those low block, easy shots that Easton's consistently scoring at.
Easton with a couple of free throws, and it's back to a 5-point game. And now we got, I think, a timeout by the Knights. They were trapped down in the corner there, so with 20 seconds to go, they're going to have to use one of their 5 timeouts for the game. So if the Crusaders can come back, hold on defense here on this last possession of the quarter, that'll give them a little momentum going to the second. And just checking in, the girls are playing at Hastings St. Cecilia, and it is 14-1, Hastings St. Cecilia over Lincoln Christian. I think, not sure on the time, I think they're starting the, well, I'm not sure. The clock is not right on the Strive channel, so I don't know. That might be the end of the first quarter. I think it is. So it's 14-1. Lincoln Christian girls have dug themselves a hole as well. So a little bigger hole against a pretty good team, Hastings St. Cecilia. And the girls, when they played St. Cecilia back in early January, it was really a pretty close game for the first 3 quarters, and then St. Cecilia took it open a little bit. I think they won by about 18. Oh, and Berger's going to pick up a foul. Thought he was out on the football field there, I think. So that's already 5 team fouls on Lincoln Christian. A couple more, and the Knights will be in the bonus in the second quarter. Got an official timeout here. I'm just now, oh no, never mind. I was going to say, do we only have 2 officials tonight, but the third one's standing down there behind the student section, so. So 12 and a half seconds when we come back in. Crusaders, again, had a week off. Their last game last Thursday night, a tough game against Omaha Concordia. A big week last week with 2 top 10 rated teams coming to town. The first one was Class B Elkhorn, and Lincoln Christian won that game. Played a great game, won it. And against Concordia, just too many turnovers. The Crusaders had the lead a couple of times. Most of the time Concordia had the lead, and Omaha Concordia just very sound fundamental ball there, and they won it by 6 after Lincoln Christian had beaten Elkhorn by 6 on Tuesday.
Yeah, and night in and night out, this conference, you're playing some of the best teams in the state. It definitely gets you ready for districts and state.
And for Omaha Concordia, their boys team, this may be the first time, at least in an awful long time, that they've made, well, they got to win tonight. I'm sorry, they haven't won yet, but if they play Lincoln Lutheran tonight in the quarters, and they are the higher seed, if they win tonight.
They'll be in the semis.
Right, yeah, just
on their home floor.
So, yeah, it'd be big for them. I'm sure they're excited about that. So I think they're checking something to do with the scorebooks, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it looked like the Fremont Bergan scorer brought something to the.
Score is correct on the board. 15-8.
So we went from 10 to 8.
Okay, and you know what? That makes sense. I thought I missed a basket somewhere. So it's a 7-point lead. And an easy, Marshbanks with the block. I was about to say an easy basket for Bergan, but the Crusaders with a big block from Marshbanks. It's 15-8 after 1. All right, so we have got a correction on the score that they caught that. Nobody else in the gym probably did until the Fremont Bergan scorer figured it out late in that first quarter. It's a 7-point lead for Bergan after 1, and Lincoln Christian has the ball to start the quarter. Thankfully, Marshbanks with a couple of big plays in that last half minute, a couple of free throws, and then a block on the other end, or the Crusaders would be down further. Starting lineup back on the floor for both teams. Well, with the exception of Nozzle and Gunnar Dworick, is the two guys with 2 fouls on each team. And a miss by Buchelman. So again, the Crusaders can't hit those shots that they should hit. Boggs to Sleister. Now he drives, kicks back outside. That's Bruce with it. And Bergan taking some time here. They got a 7-point lead. And Bruce with it now. Oh, and Buchelman. And a long 3 coming from Schleister. And a nice save. The Crusaders again out of position and playing sloppy, and an easy basket for the Knights. And inside to Marshbanks, and he converts on the other end.
Sleister does a nice job for the Knights running that point and getting the ball to the right guy.
Lincoln Christian down by a touchdown. Bruce has given up his dribble. Goes back to Boggs now. And a nice bounce play. And the ball fumbles around, and they say it's off Marshbanks, but good defense by Easton, was able to block that shot and avoid any fouls down there. So Nozzle and Dorick, the two guys with 2 fouls apiece, both on the floor. And Logeman misses. Bruce misses the rebound. And Dworick, lucky to catch that one. Baseball pass coming from Marshbanks, and now Gunnar will try a 3 off the back iron, and fortunately Gunnar hadn't left for the other end of the floor yet. He got his own rebound. Ball tipped out of bounds by Logeman. So I think Gunnar shot that, started to back up, and then realized it wasn't going in, and rebound came right back to him. Into Brady McGear. Now Gavin with it. Brady launches a 3. That's off the mark. Another long rebound comes down to Gavin McGear. And throwing to nobody. And the Crusaders look like they are half asleep here.
Yeah, just a little out of sync for sure, Keith. As far as
see if we can get some younger blood in and perk things up. It's Ethan Hollenbeck and Kobe Hansen on the floor. So again, the winner of this team is going to play the winner of the Grand Island Central Catholic game tonight. They are playing Hastings St. Cecilia. And a great move by Nozzle, and he's got a basket.
Basket counts.
yeah, good job getting to the rim by Nozzle and then converting when he got there.
Brady McGear picks up his second foul, and that is 6 team fouls. So the rest of the way in this half, it'll be 1-1 for the Knights. And it's a 3-point play, and they've doubled them up, 20-10. The lead for the Bergan Knights. Okay, Kobe Hansen drives to the basket and scores. So a big bucket for Kobe, who averages only about 1 point a game, and a 3 on the other end, no good, and a rebound by Buchelman. So maybe Kobe can jumpstart a little rally here.
Yeah, good job by Kobe to get to the rim. And
now Dworick drives down low and comes back outside. Buchelman waits for the screen from Hollenbeck. And then a moving screen called on, is that Holen? Yep, Gage Holen picks it up. So the Knights' biggest lead was 10 just a bit ago at 20-10. They're up by 8 now. And Nozzle goes all the way again, and Buchelman with a block. Loose ball on the floor. And we're going to call a timeout. Bergan gets the timeout. Crusaders can't wrap him up when he's on the floor, can't grab that ball. So while we got a quick timeout, the Cornerstone 2021 Challenge still going on for a couple more days, and not quite at our goal. I understand from Stacy we're within about 20 or so of getting there. So great opportunity. Tell us about the match.
well, there's 21 days, a $20,000 match in place, Keith, and we're I think we're probably about 5,000 short of receiving the full match. Looking for about another 20 monthly supporters who jump on so we can garner the whole match.
And you can give monthly, you can give it all in one chunk for a year, give $240 and you'll be done. You'll be good for 12 months. Just go to lincolnchristian.org/give2021 if you want to sign up or want to find out more information. Out of the timeout, here come the Knights. Logeman drives the lane, puts one up, and scores another basket. And it's back to a 10-point lead.
Gavin's a nice player. I like how he gets to the rim and does a nice job.
And then a turnover. Ball goes right through Hollenbeck's hands. And looks like, let's see, Marshbanks, Berger, and Gavin McGear back on the floor for LCS. And Bergen with a chance to extend their lead.
That's got to probably be number 7 or 8 turnover, isn't it, at this point?
Yeah. And Bergen, on the other hand, they did turn it over. I was just about to say haven't turned it over much at all tonight, and then they throw it away. So it's the announcer's jinx for the Knights, I guess. So Lincoln Christian, again, we got a long ways to go. We're only at 3:45 in the second quarter, but Crusaders have got to cut into this before the break. And Gavin McGear goes right to the glass.
Real good job getting to the rim and converting when he got there.
There goes Nozzle. Drives the lane, puts it up over. Good defense by the Crusaders straight up, and then Nozzle tracks down his own rebound. So I would say the Knights have got to have half a dozen offensive rebounds so far.
I'd agree, Keith. Just a little quicker to the ball, and maybe a little bit more aggressive when they get to the rim.
That's Bruce with it, guarded by Buchelman. And ball knocked away, and it's going to end up in the hands of Bergan again. Good defense by the Crusaders. I think was that Gavin McGear that knocked the ball away, but then Lincoln Christian can't grab it.
It's getting pretty physical out there. A lot of screens.
Oh my gosh, and we are going to have, oh my gosh, that's over and back. Yeah, oh my gosh, can you believe it? The Crusaders with a huge block from Easton Marshbanks. And this is there's some things about this game that seem like Murphy's Law, right? Whatever can go wrong will.
So far.
But if you're watching up in Fremont and you're a Bergan fan, you got to be loving it so far. The Knights with an 8-point lead. And we're glad you've joined us for this game. Again, based on seeding, this should be a pretty even game. The 4 and 5 seeds for the conference tournament. The Knights come in at 9 and 6. Lincoln Christian 8 and 4. That's Boggs with it. The Knights have spent about what seems like a couple of minutes on this end. And there's a shot by Hoyle on the way, in and out, and Marshbanks gets the rebound. Turnaround shot from the elbow, no good, out of bounds. No, not out of bounds. Bergan's got another rebound. Under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Again, Crusaders only down 8, but there's a long three. Oh, and maybe that wasn't a pass. Maybe that wasn't a shot. That was an assist, I guess. And a nice looking play. Logeman puts it in. And Marshbanks turns around and scores on the other end.
Need to go to that a little bit more often. Just find Easton that low block. I think that was kind of what happened the first time we played Fremont, was we finally figured out how to get it in the low block.
And if we were tracking time of possession here, the Crusader offensive possessions have been awful short in this game, and Berger tracks down that rebound. And Lincoln Christian has had a lot of quick possessions. And again, if you score, that's okay if it's a quick possession. Good defense by Boggs, and McGear finally gets some separation. He tries a three. Marshbanks with the rebound and goes back up, and he does get fouled to go to the line. I was thinking he maybe should have turned around and brought it back out, but he draws the foul that goes on Boggs. That's just the third team foul on the Knights. Easton already with a couple of free throws. And I think as the season's gone on, his free throw shooting has improved.
He looks good from the line, Keith. Real good stroke, and looks real comfortable as well.
And a sub, it's Boggs who comes in the game. I thought Boggs was in the game. You can't go out and come back in on the same possession, can you? So it's a 1-for-2 for Easton that time, and it's a 24-17 game, and Bergan's going to hold for the last shot here. Going to spread things out. Crusaders want to just play good, solid defense, not give up any easy backdoor plays or anything like that. And Boggs comes back outside, and a steal by Holen. And he lays it in. So that might be the spark the Crusaders need. And a three-pointer half-court shot launched in and out. So good attempt from Boggs. But the Crusaders have a 24-19 lead over the Crusaders here, or over the, I'm sorry, let me back up. Fremont Bergan with the 24-19 lead over Lincoln Christian at halftime. So what does Gary Nunley tell his team in the locker room?
I think just a little bit more patience on the offensive side, continue to work hard on the defensive side, and get the ball in the low block. I mean, the size differential is very evident, as you can see on the court. how do you make sure that you are using or exploiting that and to the offensive side.
All right, so hang on in just a couple of seconds here. We're going to have Stacy Allison step in, and we'll talk a little more about that Cornerstone program. All right, so we are back now, and I've got Stacy Allison, the Assistant Director of Stewardship and Advancement for the Lincoln Christian High School here, the Lincoln Christian School, not just high school, pre-K through 12. And Stacy, Mark and I talked just a little bit about the Cornerstone Challenge, but why don't you fill us in a little more on that challenge? We got a few more days to go.
Yes, Keith. It's been an exciting, 19 days so far. We've got 2 days left in our 2021 Cornerstone Challenge. It was 21 days long, and looking for folks to join in giving $20 a month to the Lincoln Christian School Foundation and help us to receive a $21,000 matching gift. We need about 20 more people to jump on board giving $20 a month or $240 a year. Some people maybe prefer to give recurring yearly gifts instead of recurring monthly to help us receive that match. So we're super excited what God's done over the last couple of weeks and look forward to seeing what He does the next couple of days.
So if somebody is already a Cornerstone giver, can they participate in this challenge?
Yes, Keith, it's been awesome. We actually have about about 18 people who already are part of Cornerstone who have increased their gift, and that's been a huge blessing to this effort here this January. So, monthly recurring giving really is just a huge blessing to the foundation to help us be able to plan and to be able to do things every year with the Family Education Grant and plan for those campus advancements like the Shield Center that we're working on right now.
And again, it's a great opportunity if you want to just kind of set it and forget it, right? You can set it up as a recurring withdrawal out of your bank account or credit card payment or whatever, and you don't even have to remember every month to do it.
Right, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, it's automatically set up, like you said, either in credit card, debit card, or through automatic withdrawal from a checking account or savings account. Obviously, one thing I would say is, we don't want people to set it and forget it in terms of praying maybe every month. Obviously, prayer is just as important as giving. We always need the people joining us in prayer, but definitely we try to make it easy. And most of us have a lot of things set up to happen automatically anymore. And a lot of things are subscription-based right now, so it's really, kind of how the times are right now, and it really is such a great way to be a part of something. $20 a month. Last week, my husband and I spent $20 just for us to get in to watch my son play in a basketball tournament a piece, and went out to eat, and those $20. So there's a lot better ways I think that we can invest $20 in our students and in our school here.
And I'm not a coffee drinker, but I know you can go to any one of your local coffee shops, and you could probably spend $20 on a couple of cups of coffee for you and your husband, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. So, yeah, not that we shouldn't do those fun things,
yeah,
but,
right.
It's awesome. I think, really, Keith, when I look at it, again, $20 is not a lot, but what's awesome is it really can add up. Month after month, year after year, it really can make a huge impact in the lives of students and in our school. And we're just looking for more folks who want to be a part of what I'm kind of calling this year the Cornerstone community, embracing that this is our school, these are people we care about, we are excited about what the school's doing, we want to be a part of that, and it's a small way to really make a huge impact.
And so I'll tell you what, if you're a coffee drinker, why don't you just give up 2 or 3 cups of coffee a month, and then that you can still have it the rest of the month, but that would give you some funds to help with Cornerstone. So where, if we want to know more, where do we go?
Well, folks can actually text the school number at 402-488-8888 and just text the word Cornerstone, Or if you go to the Lincoln Christian Facebook page, there's actually a slider at the very top that talks about kicking off the year with the 2021 Cornerstone Challenge, and you can actually go to that. Or people can also contact me here at the school, and I'd be happy to help. You can call the school. I'm at extension 255. So lots of different ways to get that. We are so excited just about those who have participated and who've been faithful over the years to be a part of Cornerstone, and we're looking forward to a few more jumping on board here as a part of this challenge.
All right, great. Thank you, Stacy, and we'll continue to talk about it during the second half.
Great. Thanks, Keith.
My name is Andrew Drevo.
My name is Jaren Drevo. We have 3 girls, Livia, Kaylee, and Rinna.
What I like about Lincoln Christian is the fact that my kids can go to school, play sports, do activities in light of the gospel and doing it for the Lord.
What I would tell a new family thinking about this school is that don't take 12 years times tuition and think we'll never be able to do this. Just take it a year at a time. I think that's what the Christian faith is all about anyways. It's trusting God each step.
I'm Mark Powell, Director of Stewardship and Advancement here at Lincoln Christian School.
And I'm Stacy Allison, the Assistant Director of Stewardship and Advancement at Lincoln Christian School Foundation.
Stacy, I know you're really excited about the Cornerstone Challenge. Could you share some details about it?
I am excited, Mark, and I'd love to. So it's our 2nd annual Cornerstone Challenge running through January. So basically we have 21 days for people to jump on board, giving $20 a month. And we have a $21,000 match from a generous donor. So for every $20 that's given a month, for a year it'll be matched with another $20. So we could raise a total of $42,000 this year through the Cornerstone Challenge.
Wow. Stacey, I know this is the 2nd Cornerstone Challenge. Can you tell me about the first one?
So last year was our first one, and it's really exciting to look back and see what God did. We had 65 people jump on board. So we have a total right now of 147 people who are giving, and 65 of those people jumped on board in 20 days last January, and we raised over $21,000. Again, doubled that, so almost over $40,000 was raised last year as well.
Stacy, monthly giving has been incredibly important to the foundation. Why is it so important?
Well, really, Mark, what I love about monthly giving is, one, not everybody can write a check for $10,000 or $50,000, but almost all of us could give $20 a month. And so I think it's so exciting to be able to be a part of something. And what also is exciting is when that $20 gets multiplied month after month, a small gift can really make a huge impact over time. And what I also love about monthly giving is, for us at the foundation, it's a great recurring steady stream of revenue that helps us to do the work that we do with the Family Education Grant and different campus advancements.
Stacy, thanks for sharing. I look forward to seeing how God uses the 2nd Cornerstone Challenge in 2021.
All right, we are getting ready for the second half. The Crusaders, a little bit of a run there late. They were down by 10, and they cut that in half, so they've just got a 5-point deficit coming out to start the third quarter. And for the Archbishop Bergan Knights, they had 7 players who scored in that first half, so they had some good balanced scoring. The Crusaders led by Easton Marshbanks. He finished with 7 in the first half. The girls down right now at Hastings St. Cecilia. It looks like they've just started the third quarter there, and Lincoln Christian trailing the Hawkettes 28-7. So Crusader girls have got a lot of work to do, more work to do than the boys, but either way, you got to give it all you can, and if you want to advance in this tournament this week, the what a lot of people call the mini state tournament, the Centennial Conference Tournament.
That St. Cecilia girls team's ranked number 1, aren't they, in C2, Keith?
Yep. So they're good. That's if they make it to the finals against Grand Island Central Catholic, that should be a good game. And again, another alley-oop. Crusaders have got to watch for that. You'd think it happened once. Fool me once, don't fool me twice, right? And there's a steal. And that'll stay with the Crusaders. It's off of Holland. So Logeman scores that basket. He's got 8 now, and it's 26-19. And again, Fremont Bergan comes out and looks like they're just a step quicker than the Crusaders here in the second half. And Nozzle guarded by McGear, and there's Buchelman with the steal. He goes all the way. And the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. A battle between, Pruce and Gavin McGear.
Good steal by Drew. Let's see if we can get something here in the low block.
And a missed shot. Ball on the floor. And finally we got a tie-up, and that'll stay with the Crusaders. So Easton had a good look at it, but the rim was unkind to Lincoln Christian.
Right idea getting it down there.
Yep.
If we get him and Drew going a little bit here in this third quarter, I think things will tighten up a little bit for us, I think.
And there's a foul on Holland. He had an open look to the basket, and he'll go to the line. So Gavin Logeman picks up the foul, his first, and the first team foul. Crusaders picked up like 6 fouls in that first quarter and ended up, I think, with only 7 for the half. So I was a little nervous there that the Lincoln Christian was going to get in some foul trouble. And Gage leaves that one short. And that one's on the money. So it's a 6-point lead for the Knights. There's Nozzle with it. The Knights really spreading things out here. And
Crusaders playing zone.
And see how long you stay in that. And there's a 3 on the way. Schleister. And a long rebound comes to the Knights. And Marshbanks with another block. And finally Buchelman is able to grab that one. And now Gavin drives in the lane. Goes up and in. Boy, what a shot. I did not think that had any chance of getting in the basket.
Yeah, just went around Marshbanks and got to the rim, and great take by Gavin.
And they try it again, and this time it's Drew Buchelman to intercept. So again, Logeman leaking toward the basket, but Buchelman with the interception. And McGear is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Gavin shoots about 75% from the line, the best free throw shooting Crusader.
Looks like our senior guard's kind of taking matters into his own hands here.
And Gavin's got the first. So Gavin with 7 now. McIntyre back in for Bergan and Brady McGear in for Lincoln Christian. Buchelman will take a seat on the bench. And that one no good, but and Marshbanks couldn't squeeze the orange there. He had the ball in his hands, but then a turnover. Good defense by the McGear boys, and that'll give it back to LCS.
Yeah, the Twins kind of tag teamed him, didn't they? And forced that turnover.
I would say those guys have been practicing that in the driveway, but not this week. You can't be playing basketball in your driveway. Inside to Marshbanks. Spin goes up, and he is fouled. And who are they going to get that from? Nozzle in the back or McIntyre in the front? They give it on to Nozzle, and that's his third.
His third person to the line to shoot 2, Easton Marshbanks.
So the Crusaders try to inch a little closer, and that one won't go. One more coming for Easton. He's now 3 for 5 from the line.
I actually saw the McGear Twins moving a little snow in their driveway this week, so it was good to see them out working a little bit. They weren't in school, but they were working.
A little strength and conditioning, right?
Yeah.
And second one goes for Marshbanks, and the Crusaders, for all their woes tonight, they're back within 2. That's Boggs with it. Down to Logeman down in the corner. Steps around. Marshbanks' ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to LCS.
This three-quarter court press giving a little bit of trouble for the Knights.
And Bergan's going to take a full timeout, so we'll take a break as well.
Hi, I'm Zach Cassavone, Superintendent at Lincoln Christian School. Thank you for joining us. I just want to share the exciting news that's happening around the capital campaign. As you've hopefully heard over the last several weeks, God has worked mightily in many ways, and we're about 2/3 the way to our goal of completing the fundraising for the Shills multi-purpose facility, which will include classrooms, 25,000 square foot of space for students for strength and conditioning, and multiple different activities. I would ask you, if you want to learn more about the project, that you would reach out to myself or Mark Powell, our Director of Development. We thank each and every one of you for your participation and the way you've been involved. Every gift matters, and your gift is going truly towards a life-changing education at Lincoln Christian School. Thank you.
So Lincoln Christian has battled back here in this second half. They were down, down 5 at halftime, and they've cut the lead down to just 2. Forced a couple of turnovers, a couple of fouls, and actually a couple of missed free throws, or we'd have a tie game right now. Both Gavin and Easton went 1 for 2 from the line here in this second half. And Max Nozzle picked up his third foul for the Knights just a little bit ago. So Brady and Gavin McGear with Gunnar Dworick, Drew Buchelman, and Easton Marshbanks on the floor for Lincoln Christian. Chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Inside to Marshbanks, backs in, spins, and misses, and leaves that one a little short, and Schleister gets the rebound.
That's the shot you want, Keith, though.
Yep.
Even though he missed it, that's where you need to go.
Now Boggs with it. He drives. Has to come back outside. McIntyre over to Logeman. He's their leading scorer. And they bounce inside. Boggs has got nowhere to go with it, though. And back to Logeman, back outside. Long 2 on the way from McIntyre. He misses everything. Brady McGear tracks it down. And Gavin will try a 3 from the corner. That one is short. Rebound to McIntyre. So another short possession, but he had a good look at it.
Yeah, it was open.
That's Boggs with it. Inside. Now McIntyre back to Schleister. And a great move to the basket by Logeman, but he misses the shot. And great ball movement by the Crusaders, and Gavin McGear finishes.
Good pass by Brady to his brother.
And we got a tie game. There's McIntyre, goes up and draws the foul on Buchelman. Looked like Drew went straight up, but I think he got him with the arm. First foul on Drew in the first of the half. That'll put McIntyre at the line. Leaves that one short. Berger and Holen back on the floor for Lincoln Christian, and Shea Hoyle on for the Bergan Knights. So Gunnar Dorick picked up 2 fouls early in that first quarter and hasn't been set out for a while, but since then has played a clean game, no fouls.
I don't think anybody has more than 2 in this game, do they, Keith?
That's right. Gunnar has 2, Brady McGear has 2 for the Crusaders. And that one's short as well, and this time the rebound comes down to the Crusaders. Gavin McGear with it. Drives to the basket and has another one. Gavin is having a huge third quarter. Gavin has 7 in the quarter, 11 for the game. And Lincoln Christian, I think this might be the first lead, right, for the Crusaders?
I think you're right. No, I think we were up 4-3.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah. And that ball stolen by Holen, and Gage with a heads-up play. He bounces it off of McIntyre out of bounds. Lincoln Christian saves the possession.
Crusaders playing a little more energy this quarter, and great left hand by Gavin getting to the rim there and converting.
So I guess we'll say that whatever Coach Nunley and his assistants, whatever they said in the locker room has done the trick. And Bergan putting on some full court pressure for the first time. Gavin has it into the front court, kicks to Drew in the corner, and Drew launches and hits a 3. And that, I think, is the first, it looks like that's our first 3 of the game. Actually, first on either team, first made 3.
Good stroke in the corner there by Drew, and put a little distance between us and the Knights, I hope.
Berger picks up the foul, so in this quarter, Crusaders now have outscored the Knights, 12-2. So turned a 5-point deficit to a 5-point lead. And Gavin has the steal. And 3-on-1, he goes to the basket, and he will go to the free throw line. And Gavin wasn't going to let the fact that there were 3 defenders around him stop him from going right to the basket.
Well, that cross-country tenacity is, I'm not going to be denied.
I'm going to run out of room in this quarter for my score sheet for Gavin, as he's got 8 in the quarter. Marshbanks is back in the game. And that one off the mark, but Lincoln Christian still with a 6-point lead. And I'm trying to figure out now, it was 26-22, I think, so it's been at least a 10-0 run for Lincoln Christian. And Logeman, he is bumped by Gavin McGear. That'll be the first on Gavin. 3 team fouls on LCS. 36-11 in the fourth for Hastings St. Cecilia, leading Lincoln Christian. Over on the girls' side, that game out at Hastings. There's a 3 on the way and good, and that's Spencer Hamilton in the game, I think, for the very first time, and scores a huge basket for the Knights to bring them back within 3. And then they put on full court pressure again. And Gary Nunley will take a timeout. Crusaders have plenty to work with. That's their first time out of the game. So while we've got a quick break here, tell us a little about the Capital campaign, the Shields Multi-Purpose Center. We had a big December, and hopefully keep that momentum going.
Yeah, we're working on some essentially some strategies to garner the last 1.3 million, Keith. So trying to essentially get connected with some of our supporters, as well as have some in-home meetings, and then hopefully be able to maybe move forward in the spring with the Shield Center, but we can't get ahead of God or the fundraising at this point. So
it'll be a great facility, multi-purpose, because there'll be activity space, a practice gym, space for the wrestling team, the cheerleaders, indoor practice for golf and tennis, but then also 3 new classrooms as well.
Yes, and a state-of-the-art weight training, conditioning space that'll impact almost all the activities. So it'll be really, really good space for the student athletes here at Lincoln Christian.
And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to lincolnchristian.org/TGBTG. To God be the glory. Lincoln Christian out of the timeout, into the front court, all the way across to Buchelman. Same spot as last time. He misses this one, though, and the rebound comes down to Hoyle. So the Knights now with a chance, and they're going to try to tie it right off the bat. Hamilton misses, and the rebound comes down to Boggs. He misses. And that's going to be a foul on the Knights.
No, I called it out of bounds.
Out of bounds,
Yeah,
okay.
hit the wire up above there, Keith.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what it was. Because I'm like, well, wait a minute. Nobody was standing out of bounds with it. But so after that missed shot, the Knights had a chance to tie, weren't able to do it. Now Gunnar Dworick all the way, misses the shot. Marshbanks with the putback. And Easton now at 10 here in this quarterfinal game, Centennial Conference Tournament. And Gage Holen, great anticipation. He's got the steal and was going up to the left and cut under and put it up to the right and scores the basket.
Good steal and conversion by Gage.
Gage looked like that defensive back for Coach Kurt Earle's LCS Crusader football team there, intercepting the pass. And Hamilton with it. He hit that 3 a little bit ago. Now Pruce has to come back out with it, and that's going to be an over and back call. So the turnovers were going the LCS way in the first half. Now they're going the Bergan way here in the third quarter. And the Knights with a line change here. If we were playing hockey, it looks like they brought in about 4 guys, I think. So they've got mostly got their starters back on the floor. They do have all their starters out there. And Lincoln Christian does as well. And another timeout called by Coach Gary Nunley. So while we have this timeout, we'll take a little bit of a look at the rest of the conference tournament going on tonight. Some great games on the boys' side. Again, Hastings St. Cecilia off a win over Boys Town. They are at Grand Island Central Catholic going up against the Class C2 #1 GICC Crusaders. Lincoln Lutheran with a nice win at home over Wahoo Newman last night, and they are in Omaha to take on the Omaha Concordia Mustangs. And then Kearney Catholic hosting David City Aquinas. Aquinas with a win last night at home over Scotus in the first round game. Over on the girls' side, again, LCS is the 6th seed at Hastings St. Cecilia tonight. The winner of that will take on the winner of Kearney Catholic and Archbishop Bergan. So Bergan and Lincoln Christian both with split crowds tonight. Their girls team hosting Kearney Catholic tonight in the 2-7 matchup. Over at Lincoln Lutheran, they are hosting Columbus Scotus in the 4-5 game, and Grand Island Central Catholic, the 1 seed, hosting Bishop Newman out in GI tonight on the girls' side. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Lincoln Christian. And I don't know if you saw in the news this week, Grand Island Central Catholic suspended their girls' coach. They're 14-0 on the season, so that was an unexpected move to most people outside the program.
Yeah, and it sounded like their top scorer left the program, her daughter.
Right, yeah. She's going to transfer to Grand Island Northwest. And again, you know, it's not for us to speculate, but for Grand Island Central Catholic, they've got a little bit of they're going to have to overcome that, you know, both the mental part of that game, and they're going to hoping that they can play 3 games in the next 3 nights here in the Centennial Conference Tournament, and maybe that's the best thing for them. They can play basketball and forget about all the outside distractions.
Did they elevate an assistant to head?
Yep.
Is that what happened, Keith?
Right, yeah. So that's Max Nozzle with the ball. 8 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And Nozzle to Pruce, he misses the shot. Marshbanks with the rebound, and Lincoln Christian will take a 7-point lead to the fourth quarter. All right, here we go. Fourth quarter, Lincoln Christian back on top. They trailed almost that entire first half, but a big run. As a matter of fact, Bergan got just 2 baskets in that third quarter. They only scored 5 points, and Lincoln Christian with 16. Outscored them 16-5 to take the 7-point lead. Bergan has the ball to start the fourth. Nozzle with it. And we were talking, Nozzle hit a 3 at the buzzer at the end of the third quarter back in December when we played him. He was trying for that shot out of the corner, but wasn't able to convert this time around. Now Bruce with it. Back to Schleister. Bounces to Logeman. Nice play, and Logeman has the basket.
Gavin Logeman is a nice basketball player. He's got good length and finds his way to the rim and plays good defense.
So Lincoln Christian has the lead, but they can't afford to go to sleep, and then there's a turnover. Schleister steps in front of that pass, has the rebound. Here comes Logeman, goes up over Holen, and the rebound to Buchelman. So no harm on that turnover for the Crusaders, but again, you got to play smart basketball. It's only a 5-point game. You can't say, man, we got this thing in the bag. And Buchelman fouled. We'll see, are they going to call that in the act of shooting? I think they are. Sam Schleister picks up the foul, 5 team fouls for the Knights. And Buchelman will step to the line. And Drew, one of our better free throw shooters as well, and hopefully I haven't just jinxed him.
That one was pretty pure there, Keith.
So. Drew, actually a very quiet night. We said the last 3 games in a row he's been over the 20-point mark scoring. He's just got 8, now 9 for the game. And the Crusaders back up by 7. Schleister guarded by Dworak, now back outside. That's Gossett with it. And this is going to be another turnover. Another over and back. And Nozzle was kind of just going nonchalantly for that ball, and Gavin was racing down. If Nozzle wouldn't have picked it up, Gavin was going to pick it up and try to lay it in.
It was a good hustle play by Gavin.
So Gavin McGear, the primary ball handler for the Crusaders. And Gavin also one of the best defenders for Lincoln Christian. Hole in there, he's another good defender for the Crusaders. And Buchelman tries a 3, just leaves that one short. Brady McGear tries to track it down and almost hits the bleachers. Looks like he's okay.
Good hustle by Brady trying to save that basketball.
So Lincoln Christian up by 7, but the Knights have got plenty of time here, over 6 minutes to go. And a nice move to the basket by Nozzle.
Full court press. And keep it out of that corner.
And here comes Holen with it. Quickly up to McGear and over to Marshbanks, and he'll have a chance for 3.
That's the danger of the full court press, is if you get it over the top, it usually leads to an easy basket.
Easton to the line, he'll shoot 1.
Marshbanks will try to put the Crusaders up by 8. And he does. So Easton now with 13. He's leading the Crusaders. Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, he's got 13. Oh, and there's a 3 from the corner by Logeman. A big basket for the Knights. Marshbanks 13, Gavin McGear 12. And Buchelman misses, gets his own rebound, turns around and goes back up. And a nice job by Drew to kind of gather himself. And then on the other end, we got a quick basket by Gossett. So the action's heating up here. And it's 5 points. Inside to Marshbanks. He's fouled, and that one goes.
Nice soft touch by Easton to leave that on the rim there.
Logeman picks up the foul. That's his seventh team foul as well. So after this, Crusaders will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Just 3 team fouls on Lincoln Christian. And another 3-point play for Drew. So give Drew 16 now in the game. And give Buchelman the block, and they say he blocked it off the head of Bruce. So the Crusaders' height and length is starting to show here, isn't it?
It really is. The full court press by Bergan is an interesting strategy.
And now Crusaders have a 2-on-1, and Schleister pushes McGear. No shot, but it will be 1-and-1. Schleister his second foul. So again, the winner goes to Omaha Concordia tomorrow night to play the winner of Grand Island Central Catholic and Hastings St. Cecilia. And the loser will have a home game tomorrow on the consolation side of the game of things against Boys Town. Boys Town struggling this year. I don't know. I haven't checked their record. I might have it here, but they also lost about 3 or 4 games, I'm assuming, because of COVID. That was back in December.
My understanding was they were slated to host the conference tournament this year, and because of some of the health concerns, they moved it to Concordia.
Right. And Boys Town just 2-7 on the season after a loss last night at home to St. Cecilia. 3 ball on the way, no good. Up and over the top, and it'll go to LCS.
Yeah, there hasn't been many years that Boys Town has been 3-7 at this point in the year. They used to be Class B.
Right. And it wasn't long ago, just I want to say a couple of years ago in the conference tournament, that the Crusaders and Boys Town played a fun game in the semifinals here at LCS like 2 or 3 years ago. McGear all the way to the basket. He misses this time, and then we got Nozzle on the other end. And Dwarick, Dwarick with the foul, and the ball crawls over the rim, so Nozzle will have a chance for 3. So again, the Knights are hanging around. They make this free throw. They'll be back within 2 possessions.
That's Max Nozzle. He'll shoot 1. Lucas Bruce checks back in.
And Nozzle does finish the 3-point play, and it's 47-41. And a 5-second call on the Crusaders.
I had that as a fairly quick 5, Keith.
Maybe they were using the metric system to count that. And they finally get it in. That's about 4.5 for the Knights to get the ball in. That's Boggs with it, guarded by Berger. And Prus up and over, and he will go to the line. So the Knights making a run here. Foul goes on Berger. And looks like the Lincoln Christian girls, they fall tonight 45-17 to Hastings St. Cecilia. Bruce, his 3rd point of the night. So Lincoln Christian girls will take on the loser of the Lincoln Lutheran Columbus SCOTUS game tomorrow night. That'll be, and Bruce goes 2 for 2. That'll be, I was going to say it'll be at SCOTUS or Lutheran, but actually if it would be Lutheran, they're hosting the girls semifinals tomorrow, so that might put the game here at LCS. So, and Lincoln Christian gets it in, now Holen with it. And Buchelman into the front court, just a 4-point game. And there's this turnover. So the Bergan Knights, give them credit. They are sticking with this game. And Nozzle launches a three. That one looks short, but an offensive rebound by Schleister. Now Nozzle drives the lane, kicks over to Logeman. His three, in and out, and a rebound by Holen. That would have been a huge bucket that would have made it a 1-point game. Now we'll see what the Crusaders do if they try to spread things out and run a little clock. And Gavin goes up, misses the shot, rebound saved by the Knights. Hustle play by Bruce, and he saves it for Archbishop Bergan. So the Knights have battled back. Crusaders had a 9-point lead, maybe a 10-point lead. Now there's a turnover. Dworak has the steal, goes all the way in, misses the shot. Buchelman there. And and they call him for an offensive foul. They say he used the elbow. And Dworak misses. Buchelman was in great position to get the putback, but then stuck out his arm, I think.
You know, he's 6'7". I think if he would have gone straight up, I don't think he'd had any trouble, or he would have at least drawn the foul.
So 3 minutes to go in this game. Lincoln Christian with a 4-point lead, but Bergan with the ball. The ball might have been tipped by Holen, but Boggs picks it up, and now back outside to Nozzle. Schleister, long three. That one's off back iron, but those long rebounds, a lot of times the offensive team has a good chance to get a rebound on a missed three. Now Proust drives, stops, hands off to Boggs. Back to Logeman, and Logeman scores. And Coach Gary Nunley is going to take a timeout. Lincoln Christian is up 47-45.
Hi, I'm Stacy Allison, Assistant Director of Stewardship and Advancement for the Lincoln Christian School Foundation. I am so excited about our Cornerstone Challenge we have going on now through January 29th. $20, 21 days, $21,000. We're looking for people to join in giving $20 a month, and every $20 will be matched by another $20 through our generous donor, up to $21,000 that is given this month. That means we could raise $42,000 this year for the Lincoln Christian School. It's about being a part of a community of other people who say, we care about Lincoln Christian School. We care about other students and families that go to our school. I invite you to consider being a part of Cornerstone and joining us during the Cornerstone Challenge. You can go to the website and find out more information, or contact me here at the school to find out more. Thank you so much, and to God be the glory.
2 minutes, 26 seconds to go in this exciting game, a game that Bergan led by comfortably, I think I would say, for most of the first half, and Lincoln Christian then got a pretty comfortable lead there in the last half of the third quarter and early in the fourth quarter, but Bergan has stayed with it, and they've got the 2-point deficit, and that full court pressure has paid dividends for Bergan, and they've got a steal. Nobody yelled wolf there, and Gavin has it stolen from behind. Schleister launches the three for the lead and has it.
Great shot by Schleister there.
And that's just the third made three for Bergan tonight. And Lincoln Christian, they led 47-40, and there's another turnover. And Logeman steps inside, goes right to the basket, and draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It'll be 1-1. That's Gavin McGear. He picks up his second foul. Bergan 9-6 coming in tonight. Crusaders 8-4. And Logeman makes it a 2-point game. Logeman's got 14 in the game, 6 here in this fourth quarter. That one is in and out. Ball finally comes down to Holen. 2-point game, but we're under 2 minutes, so there aren't going to be a lot of possessions left here.
Yeah, I need to take care of the basketball and get a good look here.
Inside to Marshbanks. He muscles up and misses the shot. And now we'll see what Bergan does. They're not going to be in any hurry to score. And Grady McGear guards Schleister over to Nozzle. Yeah, they're going to spread things out. Now Nozzle's going to go to the basket, hands off to Pruce, and he will have a chance for a three-point play. And the Crusaders have just fallen apart here in the last half of this fourth quarter. Foul goes against Marshbanks, and Pruce with the basket. And this could be a 5-point lead with just a minute to go, and he misses. And Logeman with a fantastic play. He couldn't control it, but he throws it off Marshbanks. So the Crusaders are going to have to check their stat sheet, see who the poor free throw shooters are for Bergan. And actually, as a team, they only shoot 48% from the line.
Yeah, it's probably time to start if you don't get the turnover right away, you pretty much have to foul.
And Bergan takes a timeout. So this game, the complexion of this game has changed 2 or 3 times here tonight. And again, the winner goes to Concordia to take on the winner of Grand Island Central Catholic and Hastings St. Cecilia. And the loser will have a home game tomorrow night against Boys Town. And you know, the game, it's a big game for both teams, not just for the conference tournament, but when you're talking about wild card points as far as seeding for sub-districts and then to try to get into a district final as well. Lincoln Christian is going to have a tough sub-district this year. Milford is in the sub-district. Milford right now at 16-0. Their boys team, their schedule is not, I don't want to dismiss it as just being a lot of easy teams, but it has not been as challenging. They do have a win over North Bend Central. That's really their lone win over a really good team. And I would say that unless they get upset, they're probably going to be undefeated when they come into sub-districts. So give Archbishop Bergan credit. They have really battled hard. I think the Crusaders had a timeout. It was 47-40, and I said, you got to play tough. You got to play. You can't just kind of let your foot off the pedal. And an over-the-back catch by Boggs, and that'll send Jared Boggs to the free throw line. The foul goes on Gage Holen.
I think that's who they wanted to shoot the free throw is Boggs.
And Boggs 44% from the line. He's 14 out of 32 for the season.
Okay. Well, these are clutch here.
And that one's long, and McGear good to box out on the shooter, and he's got the rebound. A minute to go, and a foul, and Gavin will go to the line.
That's exactly what we want. Gavin shooting free throws with the clock not moving.
Nozzle picks up his 4th foul, and for Crusaders, it was a fortunate call because Gavin was trapped there. I mean, Coach Nunley could use a timeout, although he's only got 1 left. Didn't really want to use it there. So it'll be important now for Gavin, who shoots about 75% from the line, to make these free throws. Gavin with 14. Just a 1-possession game, 3-point lead for the Knights. And that one in and out. So Gavin goes 1 for 2, and the Knights a 3-point lead. Nozzle into the front court. Goes all the way, hands off to Pruce. Back outside, and Boggs will go back to the line. He missed the front end of the 1-and-1, but now it's a double bonus this time.
Yeah, I think both ways now. Both teams will be shooting double bonus.
And Boggs leaves that one short. 47 seconds to go, and now it's a 2-possession game. Boggs goes 1 for 2. And the Knights putting on some pressure, which is probably a smart move, make the Crusaders use a little more clock. And an over and back call. The turnover gives it back to the Knights. Crusaders are going to have to go for a quick steal, and if not, then a foul. And ball out of bounds, and Gavin kind of bumped into him, and that forced the turnover, and I heard the whistle, and I thought it was going to be a foul on Gavin.
I did too. I thought I heard some howling from Fremont on that one.
Half a minute to go, and Gavin tries a 3, leaves it short, follows his own rebound, and he is fouled to go right back to the line. But again, it's a 4-point game. Gavin's got to have both of these free throws. Preuss picks up the foul. That's his second, and Gavin will have 2. And another one here, and this could bring it down to a 2-point game. And he misses again, so again he goes 1 for 2. And Schleister will go to the line, the foul on McGear. So that's, if Gavin would have hit those free throws, well, we'd be at a 1-point game right now, but it is what it is. The free throws you miss at the end of the game don't count any more than the ones you missed earlier in the game, or the ones you make too. And Schleister, I'm going to keep calling him wrong, but he misses the first one.
Used to be a good quarterback for Ohio State named Schleister.
Yeah, Art. Was it Art?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. And that one is short, and Brady McGear with the rebound. So again, a 1-possession game now, but just 20 seconds to go. And Buchelman, the long 3, that's going to be short. And the rebound to the Knights, and Boggs is fouled. So 13 seconds to go. Drew had a good look at it and could not hit it. So Boggs back at the line. He is 1 for 4 here in this fourth quarter. And another miss. So Lincoln Christian still with an opportunity, but again, we're talking about possessions. You haven't got many left. A miss here, and it's still a 1-possession game, but. And that one looks good. So Boggs makes it a 2-possession game. And the Crusaders have got to hustle. And then Buchelman and McGear run into each other and turn it over, and that's going to be the ball game. So Bergan, they work hard and they earn a win tonight, 53-49 over the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. I think that's what you can say. You can't fault Bergan at all. I mean, they fell behind, and they could have easily packed it in and said, you know what, tonight's not our night, in that run that Lincoln Christian had in the third and fourth quarters, but they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think Christian probably had a shot to put them away and just didn't get it done, and there was definitely a lot of fire on the Knights side of the ball tonight.
So for the Crusaders tonight, Easton Marshbanks, in a losing effort, finishes with 16, 14 for Gavin McGear, 11 for Drew Buchelman, 5 for Gage Holen, 2 for Kobe Hansen. And for the Knights, they were led by Gavin Logeman. He had a great game, including 6 in that fourth quarter. He finishes with 14 tonight. And a couple of clutch free throws from Boggs down the stretch. He finished with just those 2 free throws. Let's see, 8 for Max Nozzle tonight and 6 for Lucas Preuss, leading scorers for Fremont Bergan. So it looks like we'll have a home game tomorrow in the consolation bracket against Boys Town. So stay tuned. We'll find out details on that. If we do have it, we'll have it here on the Crusader Sports Network. We'll find out the start time on that one. So for Mark Powell, I'm Keith Miles. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the Crusaders Sports Network, and have a good night.